Anyways, today I'm bringing Andy over to meet everyone. You haven't forgotten, have you? I want you all to make a good impression, so roll out the red carpet, will ya? I want everyone on their best behavior, so if Damien is drunk already, can you tell him to go over to Murray's and stay there until we've gone? I don't want what happened last time to happen again. Last time? Yeah. You weren't there, but the last time I brought a boyfriend round home to meet the folks, Damien convinced him he could ride a BMX off the roof into the neighbor's pool. At first, he thought Damo was joking, but after about 10 rum and colas, he got up and tried it. He landed on his face and burst his spine. It was pretty bad.
Right. What time are you guys gonna be here?
Should be there in about 20. Traffic doesn't seem so bad today. The sound now says we have a straight run from the off-ramp to your place.
20 minutes?
Make sure you have some of that cheesecake from Julian's near the bus station. Anyone would be impressed by a family that eats Julian's cheesecake.
You'll have to buy some. Damien ate the last of it this morning before heading off hunting.
Don't go making excuses. If he ate it this morning, why haven't you gone and got more? I told you we were coming. You did forget, didn't you? What sort of a housewife are you? Can't you do anything right?
Shouting at me doesn't miraculously fill the house with cheesecake, though, does it?
I won't settle for anything else. Don't mess this up for me, Mel. You better get down there right away before it's all sold out. If that was your idea of pulling out all the stops, then you better never have guests again. You could have at least bought real coffee. I don't know anyone who drinks instant. And you must think I'm from a family of hillbilly peasants. Why couldn't you have just done as I asked? Thank God Damien didn't come home at least.
Because you only gave me 20 minutes notice. I'm not a miracle worker. Julian's is a 30-minute drive, and even if I'd run every red light, he would have been sold out at that time of day. You should appreciate that I made the best of a bad situation. Andy seemed to have fun.
I wouldn't be so sure. If you think that stale red velvet cake and bad coffee are going to impress a guy, then it's one of God's greatest mysteries you ever managed to get married in the first place.
I made do, okay? You shouldn't have ambushed me like that.
I don't know what my brother sees in such a useless woman. Mom and Dad were against it, you know. But my brother begged them to let him marry you. My idiot brother could have just hired a maid and it would have been less trouble than you caused. At least the shopping and cleaning would be done. And after I went to the effort of bringing Andy to meet my parents, they weren't there. Why didn't you tell me? That was the whole purpose of the visit. You didn't think I wanted to introduce him to my useless brother and his even more useless wife, do you? I'll be lucky if he ever wants to see me again after the pitiful hospitality you showed us today.
You basically gave me no warning, then made impossible demands. No one knew you wanted to introduce your latest boyfriend.
What does that mean? Don't you go giving me any attitude. I told you we were coming. Why else would I bring him? It goes without saying that that was the reason. Do you need everything spelled out for you? Damn, you really are a dimwit, aren't you? If you can't use a little common sense and deduction, then you really are no good to anyone. Why didn't you try being of use for once in your life instead of lying around the house all day watching trash on TV? Sorry about today. That woman really is useless. I don't know what my brother sees in her. He'd be better off getting a Roomba and ordering takeout. I wanted you to feel at home and enjoy yourself, so I expressly told her to get cheesecake from the award-winning bakery we use. And she couldn't even arrange it. Thanks for putting on a smile, though.
Hey, it's not a problem. We decided to go suddenly and she did her best. I wouldn't worry about it. The cake was...
I know, right? Talk about a cheapskate. I was so embarrassed.
No, it was good. I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, so it hit the spot. Sometimes when I'm tired and I have low blood sugar, I can get cranky, and that was just what I needed. Please send her a thank you, will ya?
What?
Yeah, I asked her if she'd made it herself, and she said it was just from the local supermarket. I don't know, it tasted great. Who would have known the standard stuff in the plain wrapping could taste so good? That and the coffee. Whatever she put in it, it was good. I wanted to ask where she'd bought the beans. You know I love my coffee. I thought I tasted hints of the vibrant, fruity flavors you normally get from Ethiopian beans, but that level of freshness at this time of year had me stumped. I have to get her number and text her. She'll probably be interested in joining my coffee lovers group.
Oh? Yeah,
Yeah, I really don't see why you were so hard on her. She was doing her best given we basically arrived unannounced.
Now, you only saw a tiny slice of what it's like. Usually she's the worst. Don't start feeling sorry for her. It's bad enough as it is. If she thinks she has a supporter, she'll become even more useless. She just causes problems for all of the family. It's no wonder my brother starts the day with beer on his cornflakes. I would too if I had to face that every morning. Mom and Dad agree. Being tough on her is the only way she'll ever do anything. She's bone idle most of the time. Then when you make a small request, she'll go out of her way to make it not happen. So don't worry about it. It's no concern of ours. She's useless, but we don't have to live with her.
I see, sounds kind of harsh. Like some modern day Cinderella story. Mel, are you still up? I figured I'd wait until the others had gone to bed. Is it okay? To text you, I mean.
Andy? Everyone is sound asleep. What's up?
Thanks for the coffee and cake. And thanks for pretending like we'd never met. It was really convincing. After all we went through at college, it felt kind of strange seeing you again like that, after all these years. Sorry about just barging in.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Well, thanks for not blowing my cover.
I could sense you didn't want Haley knowing.
To be honest, I was asked to look in on you by Mitch. He was telling me he couldn't bear to see you living like a slave with his family.
It's not that bad. Really.
You guys used to live together happily, right? And then when he was sent to work in Toronto, you had to go live with his parents. He told me all about it. Mitch asked me to see how it was going.
He asked you? Why didn't he just call or text me?
Yeah, of course he should have done just that, but he didn't want you getting all weird about it. He probably suspected you'd say it was okay, and he was exaggerating.
Gee, sorry for making you guys worry about me.
Mel, you have got to get out of that place. It's terrible how they all treat you. From the minute I stepped in the door, I wanted to smash that place to bits and rescue you. But I know it's not my place to do or say anything. I've already said too much, sorry.
What? It's not a prison, you know.
But Haley slapped you in the face for the most trivial and unreasonable things. I wanted to put my foot through her rib cage, like we used to do at training on pig carcasses. I don't know how you stand it. I wouldn't be able to keep myself calm. I'd unleash hell on them for that sort of treatment. After we left, I asked her about it in the car on the way home. She said the maid wasn't very good yet and still needed training. She was laughing about it. I wanted to kick her out of that moving vehicle right there on Route 5, bang, down the bank and into the sea. Does she always treat you like that? How about the others?
It's not as bad as you make it out to be.
What has gotten into you, Mel? You would never take crap from anyone in college. People would drop out of tournaments when they saw your name on the flyer. Most of the junior guys were way too intimidated to spar with you.
I guess I've kinda gotten used to it. Haley's got problems. Her bark is usually worse than her bite, though.
Why do you have to stick around for it? You don't have any obligation to the family, do you? If the reason Mitch's parents wanted you to live there was solely to cook and clean up after that drunk half with Damien, then what more reason to get out do you need?
Recently, he hardly draws a sober breath.
Then you've got to get the hell out of there.
I don't have anyone else. My parents are long gone. I don't have any brothers or sisters. It would just be me. I don't have anywhere to go.
You can stay with me as long as you want. I've got a spare room. My brother's serving in Guam and is almost never around. I'm usually at work, so you would have the place to yourself most of the time.
I can't.
Look, I've got a plan. Just sit tight for a bit longer, okay?
I guess, but how about you? Isn't this going to ruin things with Haley? You guys are serious enough for her to bring you home, right?
What? Hell no. She's just an old friend. We were in elementary school together, and when I moved back to town, we started hanging out every now and then.
She told me she was bringing you round here to meet the folks. I'm guessing she thinks you're a lot more than just a friend.
No way. She has gotten the wrong idea there. I never so much as hinted there was anything other than two old friends hanging out. I made that clear to her from the start. She made it past me the third time we were out. We'd had a fair bit to drink, and the next thing I knew, she had taken her clothes off and jumped into the back seat of my car. I told her nothing was going to happen. She seemed to accept it.
So, what was the visit all about?
I told her you had a book you'd borrowed off of Mitch all those years ago. I used that as an excuse to stop by. She did seem really keen to go and wouldn't shut up about some special cheesecake. Do you think she's actually got some psychological problems? She does seem a bit mental from time to time.
A bit? She's totally insane! As mad as a balloon!
To be fair, today was the first time I've ever hung out with her sober. Anyway, I can't put a stop to her delusions.
Really? How?
But I got married the other day. Not a big ceremony. We just went to City Hall and did the paperwork.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about anything. Just sit tight.
Okay, I guess.
Haley, have you got a minute?
Oh, hello, you. Great timing. Next weekend, both my parents will be home, so how about we head over there again? This time, you'll be able to make a good impression. Are you free? I'll make sure that idiot sister-in-law of mine has done the shopping properly this time. Mom and Pop remember you from back when we used to go to school together. They were saying how nice it would be to see you all grown up. Everyone is looking forward to seeing you. Not to mention hearing our big announcement. I'm getting all jittery thinking about it. I'll text that silly woman now and make sure she gets to the cake shop.
About her.
Yes? What about her?
I know her.
You know her? But no, that's not possible. You met her for the first time at my parents' house, right? You said, "Nice to meet you." I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
She's my senior from college.
Then you'll have to understand the family situation better then. My parents only let her marry my brother so she'd be there to clean up after our little brother Damien. And the rest of the family. She's pretty useless, but I think I can mold her into a good little housekeeper. She doesn't have any family. There's nowhere for her to run to. Having said that, she doesn't seem to be getting any better. We took her in. She was basically homeless. If you look at it that way, she's getting a free ride and should be trying harder to do what she's told. So you can give her orders too. It's okay. She'll do what she's told. She's way too lippy for a housekeeper. She needs to know her place. That's why I sometimes have to show her the back of my hand. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Tough love and all that. You understand, right?
Haley?
Yes?
Mitch is furious about the way that you're treating his wife. I showed him what you'd written about Mel, and he flew into a rage. I'd never heard him so angry before, and we used to do some messed up survival training in our college days.
Mel! What the hell is going on? Hey! You knew? Why didn't you tell me Mitch was coming back?
Hi, Haley.
Don't you? Hi, Haley. Me. Well, I was out with Mom and Pop. Andy and Mitch snuck into my room. I got home and Mitch jumped out and slapped me in the face. He'd read every single text Andy and I had sent. Why didn't you tell me you guys all knew each other? You deceiving little cow. He hit me full power and sent me flying across the room. You didn't tell me he was coming back, and you didn't tell me you three knew each other. You sneak. I'll get you for this. And after my family took you in when Mitch went to Toronto, we opened our house to you. We made you a member of the family, even though everyone was against it. And this is how you repay us. Why am I just finding out about this now? Where are you? Come out and face me. You're in a world of trouble. I'll get you for this. You are a housekeeper. You should know your place. But instead, you've been scheming with my fiancé. You little piece of crap. I bet you think you're so damn clever, don't you? Mom and Pop are furious too. Where are you?
I moved out of there yesterday. You were out and Damien was drunk on the kitchen floor. Nobody noticed.
But you don't have anywhere to go? I thought...
Mitch's boss has asked him to stay on indefinitely in Toronto, so I'm moving up there. It was only supposed to be for 3 months tops. But he's doing such a great job, they want him there to train the rest of the crew. And he says it's nice, so I'm moving there. There's no point me staying here if he's going to be away so long.
Cut it out, Mel. That's enough joking. Just tell me what's going on. You can't be serious about moving to Toronto. You don't even speak French. It'll be like a foreign country. I've heard stories about that place. They don't even have guns. How will you defend yourself from madmen with guns?
Mitch says he prefers it because he doesn't have to deal with family.
What?
His words, not mine. And anyway, I lived in French Guiana between the age of 5 and 14 when my father worked for a trading post there. My French is a little rusty, but I remember most of it.
I never knew.
Didn't I tell you? And I did a couple of French papers at college just to make sure I didn't lose it completely. I'll be fine, I'm sure. But thanks for worrying about me.
Worrying? But
I've got a plane to catch.
You aren't going to tell Mitch everything, are you?
I need to get to the airport. I don't want to miss my flight.
Wait! Let's talk about this before you go.
I'll be turning my phone off soon.
What the hell? You can't just leave. What will I tell Mom and Pop?
Tell them what you like. I don't care. As soon as I told her I was leaving for Toronto, she flew into a rage at Andy. He was laughing so hard he had to hang up the phone. He sent me screenshots of the rant. Basically, she couldn't comprehend why he would side with me. She had just assumed that he would think their treatment of me was as funny as they did. She accused him of leading her on, to which he replied, "What? I'm already married." It sounds unbelievable, but apparently she'd never noticed the ring on his finger. I guess she was blind to anything other than her selfish little world. When she actually found out Andy's wife was none other than the homecoming queen who went on to win Miss Rhode Island and then represent the country at Miss Universe, she lost it completely. From that day on, Haley locked herself in her room. I think the rejection was just too much for her fragile psyche. I heard her mother is the only one she talks to now, and even then it's via text messages. And with me gone, they had no one left to order around, so the house slowly but surely deteriorated into a trash heap. Damien went missing soon after that. The mother and father never did any housework. I heard that Haley had done a bit before I arrived. Now I can imagine the place being overrun with roaches and overflowing with garbage. Hey, maybe Damien is asleep under all the trash. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye.
Girlfriend! Guess where I'm at?
Christy? Where have you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. I thought you were going to come by the hospital to visit Steve. You better get over here quick. His condition took a sudden change for the worse.
Steve? Oh, he's fine.
Stop playing these childish games and come visit your husband now, please. He needs you to be with him. The doctors seem to think tonight might be his last.
Is that so? Bummer. But I don't got time for that.
For real? What could possibly be more important than this? Your husband could die at any moment. This really isn't the time to be joking. Can you just be serious for once? Please get over here soon.
Why do you even care? This has nothing to do with you, Jordan. I get it. You're one of my best friends. But you and Steve aren't even that close. I know I didn't ask you to visit him on your own either.
Your mom was the one who called me. She was wondering if I could track you down. We thought you might be at the hospital, so I went to check. No one was here, though. She's been calling you all day. She even tried calling your work, but nada. Even Steve's mom reached out. Everyone has been looking for you. We thought something might have happened. We were running out of options. What happened? Did you not have your phone on you? Did it run out of battery or something? That's why I got involved. I didn't necessarily want to spend my day making calls trying to track you down, but your families ran out of options.
Well, I'm quite popular. I'm actually kind of flattered by all of this.
This isn't funny. This is people worried that something horrible happened to you because you won't answer your phone. You have to have tons of missed calls and text messages. Why did you ignore them all?
Yeah, I got a bunch. They keep coming in, too. I've been ignoring them.
You saw them? Why were you ignoring them?
There were just so many. It'd take me all day to go through them. I responded to you, though, so what's the big deal? BT Dubs, I'm on a little vacay with your fiancé. I needed to get my tan on. I'm not wasting this weather for anything. We're down at Myrtle Beach.
Huh? You're out of town? With Chris? He's out of town on business.
Yep, he's out of town, all right. Out of town with me in Miami. The only business he has to take care of is me, though. You won't believe the view from our hotel either. We're staying in a fancy one right off the beach. The sunset is just incredible from our balcony. So yeah, if that's all you guys wanted, I kind of want to get back down to the beach and the action. I don't want to keep Chris waiting. I see how he looks at me in my swimsuit. Who could blame him? I'm hot.
I'm going to call Chris and see if he corroborates your story. Well, he did. He told me that he needed to be out of town for a week for work. He never mentioned anything about taking a paid vacation. I can't believe he's using his vacation days like this.
All caught up then? Good. These things happen, babe. Don't take it personally.
Why are you doing this? Now of all times.
You have eyes, don't you? Chris is such a hottie. I wouldn't pass up a chance to see him in a swimsuit. Just let me borrow him for a bit. It's not like you guys are married yet. We're good, right?
Wow. How can you act like this? Your husband is literally dying right now in a hospital and you're fooling around with my fiancé? You're a homewrecker!
We're friends! What's the big deal? Friends do this sort of thing all the time. Did you really expect me to ask permission? You'd probably yell at him to come home or something. That would absolutely ruin my fun. No thanks.
You didn't ask because you knew I wouldn't be on board for any of this. Don't act like this is normal. Get back here now. Your dying husband is waiting for you. You're going to regret it if you don't.
You're so unreasonable. You honestly expect me to willingly end the best week of my life early? I mean, have you even been outside lately? Chris aside, it's unbelievable out. There's so many hot college guys down here, too. I could ogle for days. Besides, we're in a different state. I don't want to deal with the hassle of changing my flights, etc. That sounds like a huge pain.
I don't care if it's a hassle. Being out of town right now is unforgivable.
Blah, blah, blah. You're no fun. Thanks, Mom. I've got it from here. Stop acting like you care so much. It's super lame. If you're done, I'm going to go back to enjoying my vacation with Chris. We'll be here the whole week and not a minute shorter.
Think about Steve. This is too cruel.
Not my problem. Well then, bye-bye now. Smooches! Hey, girl! We're on our way back now. Man, I needed that. It was a blast! Thanks for letting me borrow Chris. He was much better than I would have ever imagined. I can't believe you get to do that on the reg. I'm looking forward for the next time I borrow him. We'll have to find somewhere a little more private next time. After I get back in, I'll hit you up.
No need.
Why not?
I said there's no need for that.
Quit acting like such a crybaby. I only borrowed him for a week. You take life way too seriously. You could really learn a thing or two from me. Everyone sleeps around. Google it. Like more than 60% of couples cheat. Wouldn't you rather he sleep with me than some rando? It's nothing personal. It's not like we formed a deep emotional connection. The physical connection, though, is phenomenal. If you don't like the guy, it doesn't really count as cheating.
I'm at Steve's funeral. I don't really feel like discussing this right now.
What?
He died 3 days ago. We had a wake last night. Today is the funeral. His parents took over organizing everything, seeing as you weren't around.
What?
I showed his mom the messages you sent me. She was absolutely furious. She printed out our entire conversation and handed out a copy of it to everyone who attended the funeral.
What? Why would she do that?
I'm sure you can figure it out. They're heading to the graveyard right now. His family is already there. By the time you get back, he will already be buried. You missed your opportunity to see your husband one last time.
You're joking, right? Is this your sick way of getting back at me for sleeping with Chris? I told you there's nothing emotional between Chris and I. We were just messing around. Trying to freak me out by saying Steve died is going way too far.
I don't owe you any explanations. Everything will become a lot clearer once you get home. You can figure out the rest from his mom later. It seems Chris blocked me as well. I'd appreciate you giving him a message. It goes without saying our engagement is off. I spoke with his parents earlier and made sure they understood my reasons and intentions. They supported me 100%.
Over this? You're throwing away that body over a little fling?
I find him repulsive. Tell him I'll be sending you a bill for all the deposits we gave out to wedding vendors that can't be refunded. Stay tuned for those. There's quite a few of them.
For reals?
For reals. And not only that, I'll be suing you for interfering with my engagement.
This is too much! I just wanted to try him out for a week. Everyone is entitled to sample a bit from time to time. I told you I was going to give him back to you when I was done. Why are you so greedy?
Keep him. I don't want him. If you have anything further to say, feel free to contact my attorney. They will probably reach out to you in the next couple of days. Expect a call. Well, I guess that's it. Bye now.
Jordan! Hey, Jordan. It's been a while. What, 5 years now?
Is this... Christy? Why are you messaging me?
Woohoo! I got through! I knew you didn't block me.
I guess I never did. I figured you would leave me alone after everything we went through. Clearly, I was wrong. I never really gave it much thought, though. Whatever. Why are you messaging me?
I figured enough time has passed. You should be over the events of 5 years ago by now. After all, you shamed me quite badly.
Excuse me? I haven't forgotten.
Well, what about me? These last 5 years have been really hard on me. I wasn't prepared at all to get sued. I had to take out a loan and everything.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for you? Or are you finally apologizing? That's what happens after you sleep with your friend's fiancé. You got off easy. Had we been married, you would have been absolutely taken to the cleaners.
You should apologize for ruining my life. Your stupid lawsuit prevented me from getting any of my husband's life insurance policy. His family got everything. I was left with absolutely nothing. I had to sell my body just to get by. You ruined my life. Don't you feel bad?
That makes me a little less bummed about not getting more money from you.
What kind of response is that?
I'm pretty sure I can say whatever I want in this situation. I don't owe you anything.
Clearly, you haven't realized the error of your ways. I can't believe you'd say that, knowing what I have been going through. I wanted to tell you, I'll be going after your new fiancé.
Huh?
You're really good at picking them. I think he might be the best amongst all the guys you dated. Handsome, wealthy, and popular. He's got it all. I must have him for myself. I know he's the right one for me. Sorry to do this again, but I'll be pursuing him in earnest soon.
What are you even talking about? I don't even have a boyfriend, let alone a fiancé right now.
Trying to pretend you don't have one isn't a bad tactic. But you're too late. I already got my claws in him. No matter how hard you try, I've already got him well in my grasp. He's forgotten all about you already. He's only got eyes for me. Sucks to suck.
I'm actually starting to feel bad for you, Christy.
Why?
Look at you. You lost your best friend and your husband in the same week. You were left with nothing. You didn't even get to attend your own husband's funeral. Think about how much better your life would have been had you not been a cheater. I imagine seeing his final message to you had to have stung a bit. Despite all of that, the only thing you've clung to is revenge against me? I never did anything to hurt you. I was always there for you. Up until the point where you stabbed me in the back and ruined my life for your own pleasure. Some part of you has to realize this is all your fault.
Out with it. What do you want from me?
Maybe try seeking out some help. I guess that's all I wanted to say.
You think you're better than me?
You reached out to me. Perhaps this is a cry for help from you? I don't know. I do think it would be good for you to seek help, but whether or not you do so is entirely up to you.
Save me your fake sympathy. Shouldn't you be a bit more worried, though? Your fiancé is cheating on you again. I can't imagine you want to lose this one. He's absolutely loaded. He promised he would break things off with you and give me everything I ever wanted. You better hurry up and try to stop him. Feel free to try suing again. I'll be set for life. A couple grand isn't going to cause me any trouble.
Yeah, I still don't have a boyfriend. You might want to look more into that boyfriend of yours. Clearly, your research is lacking. Anyhow, I'm busy. I'm taking off.
You're such a sore loser! Jordan! Tell me where he is right now! If you don't tell me, you'll be found guilty of the same crime.
What is this all of a sudden?
As I said, where is he? I know you know. Tell me right now.
Did something happen between you and your lover?
He stole 50 grand from me and split.
Seriously? Why do you have 50 grand laying around?
He told me he would help me invest my savings. He said he was really good with money. He promised me I could multiply my savings in weeks on the crypto market. All I had to do was write him a check and he would handle the rest. I needed that money. I still have debt from when you ruined my life. So I gave it to him.
Maybe you got hit by a marriage scam?
What's that?
This is all just speculation. However, I heard something about this the other day on the news. Apparently, they pretend to be wealthy and propose to people so they can steal your money and split.
You're kidding me. I can't believe you'd go this far.
What? I have absolutely nothing to do with it.
How could you not? He was your fiancé.
Are you stupid? I've told you several times I'm not seeing anyone right now. I can't believe you took out that kind of loan. What were you thinking? That's going to take you forever to pay off.
I originally planned on getting a loan from my family, but they weren't around when I went to visit. So I did some poking around. I found their checkbook and wrote myself a check.
Seriously? You stole that kind of money from your parents? I thought they cut you off 5 years ago.
They did. They always leave the living room window unlocked, though. I just climbed through that.
Wow.
I don't see the big deal. I was sure I would get quadruple the money and be able to pay them back no problem. What's the big deal if I took it just a little bit early?
That's not how any of this works.
I'm in trouble. If what you said is true, I'm screwed. I can't believe people run scams like that. What scum?
You do nothing but cause trouble for everyone around you. I feel bad for your parents.
I got an idea. Give me some money.
You're asking me?
You should have plenty. I know Chris and I both paid you plenty back in the day. Just let me borrow some. Come on.
I think you've truly lost it.
Your best friend is in a pinch. If you aren't using it, let me have it. Stop being so tight with your money.
This is almost too much to believe.
Please.
Deal with it yourself. Every single problem you are facing right now is one you caused all on your own. You need to grow up.
Why? Come on, help me out. I'd help you in this situation. We're like the best of gals, no?
We are not friends anymore. We were up until you decided to have sex with my fiancé. Now I'd have to be more nuts than you to give you money. Not that it matters, but I'm overseas for work. In the off chance that I wanted to help you, I couldn't anyways.
No way. You really aren't dating this guy then?
Yeah. I'm glad you are finally all caught up. I'm out of the country, so even if I had a fiancé, you wouldn't know him.
No, you gotta help me. Don't do this to me.
For the final time, goodbye. Here's what I know about what happened next. The guy who scammed Christy and ran off was actually a classmate of ours from years ago. He changed his name and had some work done. I guess he heard about Christy seeking revenge on me somehow and was able to scam her relatively easy. All he had to say is that we were engaged and the rest was history. Christy's parents didn't have money to spare. Christy put a huge dent in their savings, which was intended to be used for their retirement. Sadly, they ended up needing to sell their house and downsizing. Their daughter was a never-ending problem for them, and they were understandably upset. They intended to make Christy pay every last penny back. She tried to get out of it, crying and pleading as hard as she could. Her pleas fell on deaf ears. In the end, her parents felt they had no choice but to go to the police. The end result was that Christy found herself alone and isolated again, working herself to the bone while her wages were garnished to pay back her parents. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to see more content like this. See you next time. Hey! You better leave my $2 million mansion right now! The house is mine. What? It's my son's property. Now that he's passed away, it's mine now. As his mother, I have the rights to it. You're no longer a part of my family. Pack up your things and leave. We're in the middle of Nate's funeral. I can't believe you're texting me about the house. How could you be so selfish? Your son passed away. Let's take a moment to say goodbye to him. Can we please talk about this later? Now is not a good time. This is inappropriate. Excuse me. How dare you call me selfish? You're the one who's filled with greed. I know you married my son just for money. You used him. You're a filthy parasite. I also know that you're planning on taking all the inheritance as your own. There's no way. I'm not letting that happen. What? No, I loved Nate. I didn't marry him for his money. What you're saying is not true at all. I'm not planning to take all of the inheritance. I haven't even thought about it yet. Let's split it equally and figure it out with the lawyers. Split it? As if you're part of the equation. I told you, you're no longer a part of this family. You're not receiving any of the inheritance. Excuse me? It's going to be all mine. How dare you bring up lawyers in this? I am his mother, so I deserve it. It's simple as that. Why can't you understand? Stop making this difficult. This is a serious matter, Elizabeth. I can't just hand my house to you. It's my property. You rarely acted like his mother while he was alive. You never called or visited us. And now all of a sudden you're texting me? Just for money? No. I'm the one who gave birth to him. I took care of him all these years. I deserve the money in return. Nate was the one who took care of you. He sent you money every month because you were having trouble financially. Oh, that was nothing. It barely met my needs. It was almost insulting how little he gave me. What? $3,500 per month should have been enough. You know, you might not understand because you've never had any children. But it takes money to raise children. So you're asking for more money in return? Exactly. I bet Nate died because of you. He was probably tired of you and rather wanted to die than be with you. Excuse me? How rude! I can't believe you'd say something like that about your son's death. Well, it's possible. I bet you manipulated him into all this, so you can take his money. You hear about it all the time on the TV. I wouldn't be surprised if you do the same. First of all, I loved Nate for who he was. I knew him before all the money. Secondly, you're watching too much TV. Most of those aren't even true stories. Nate had heart issues since he was a child. You'd know that if you're really his mother. I know he had heart issues. Who do you think I am? I'm his mother. You just took advantage of him. You only married him for his money. You knew he wouldn't live long the moment you met him. Stacy, you're a disgusting parasite. I bet Nate's crying in heaven right now. Nate and I were happy together. He was going to become the father of our child. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, if you receive the insurance money, you tell me right away so I can take it back. You know what, Elizabeth? Nate was right about you. You're a money-hungry person. Excuse me? Let me tell you, honey, Money is everything. Money runs the world. Children must work and earn money for their parents. I raised him all these years, so he needs to give me money in return. Is that the reason you raised Nate? To make him into an ATM? He's always been a smart kid, but he never showed me any gratitude. Well, I guess until now. Not only am I receiving his inheritance, the $2 million mansion is going to be mine. Don't you miss him? Aren't you sad about him passing away? Oh, honey, you don't think of me as a cold-hearted person, do you? Of course I'm sad about his death. He was too young. But I'm not going to lie. I'm happy about the money. Look, there's no point in focusing on the negatives. You have to think about the positives. And now I'm about to be rich. That's all that matters to me. Oh my God. You're an awful person. Can you even call yourself a parent? How do you not grieve when your son died? I can say whatever I want. Who are you to judge me? Anyways, as Nate's mother, I have the right to his inheritance. And I'm telling you to move out of the house as soon as the funeral is over. My name is Stacy. I'm a 39-year-old housewife. I got married to my husband, Nate, 10 years ago. We were happily married, and after trying for several years, I got pregnant with my first child. But just 3 months after finding out that I was pregnant, my husband passed away. Nate always had heart problems since he was a child. Hospital visits weren't anything unusual, but I never thought he'd be gone forever. As I was preparing for the funeral, I received a text from my mother-in-law about the inheritance. With her selfish attitude and not showing any empathy, I couldn't help but become angry at her. We hadn't spoken to each other for years, and the first thing she asked for was the inheritance. I was in disbelief. How could someone be so selfish and heartless? My sister-in-law is just like her mother, wanting information about the inheritance. That's all she talked about during the funeral. Nate's father, on the other hand, was a wonderful person. It's unfortunate that he passed away 5 years ago. Little did I know, this was only the beginning of chaos.
Are you still staying at the mansion? When are you leaving?
You want me to leave the house too?
I'm reminding you since it seems like you haven't packed up yet. You know, I've always wanted to live in a mansion. It's been my lifelong dream. Now that Nate's gone, I finally have the opportunity. This must be a sign from God.
You're so selfish, just like your mother. There's no way I'm leaving this house. It's my property.
Didn't my mom tell you? Or do I have to explain the same thing to you again?
Neither of you will change my mind. This house is filled with many memories of the time I spent with Nate. I'm not leaving.
I don't care about you and your lame memories with my brother. The house is ours now. You better pack up your stuff and leave the house before Mom gets angry.
Seriously, when are you leaving the house? What is taking you so long? The mansion is ours now.
We've already packed our things ready to move in. We're waiting outside the entrance. Seriously, hurry up.
Wait, you guys are outside? Please tell me you're joking.
I'm serious. The moving company is with us too.
Oh my God. I can't believe you guys are literally outside the door right now. I never agreed to any of this. Oh, honey, don't act so surprised. It's not like we need your permission. The mansion is basically our property now, so we're simply waiting on you to leave. Now that Nate is gone, you're a stranger to us. You better leave before we call the cops and trespass you. Excuse me? How is that even allowed? This house is Nate's and mine. We worked hard to get our dream house. I'm not letting anybody take it away. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what you say because we have his will. Will? His death was unexpected. There's no way he left a will. It seems like you don't know him as much as you think you do after all. Excuse me? Nate left a will. He must have known what was coming all along. What did it say? It said, I'll leave all my inheritance to my mother and sister. If I die, please kick my wife and children out of the house. Everything I own will belong to my mother and sister only. Nate said that? I don't believe it. It doesn't sound like him at all. Who are you? How does it feel to be left by your husband like this? Did the will say that? Maybe you read it wrong. There's no way Nate would say such a thing.
You're so annoying. Just accept the truth already. Nate never loved you. He cherished his true family all this time. Hence why he left everything for us. If you don't believe us, I'll bring the will and show it to you. What's so funny?
I just can't believe you guys mentioned the will. You should be angry at Nate for leaving the will. If it weren't for him, you might have been able to claim some money. But I guess it's karma for using all of his money.
You're right, Mom.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea what's waiting for me. You think this is a joke, don't you? You should be scared for not only yourself, but the baby. How are you going to raise a child with no money?
Who cares about the baby? It's not our problem. At least you got to live in the mansion for a while. You should enjoy your last minutes in the house while you can.
We're taking everything Nate has left for us. Just leave already. You're done here. Okay, fine. I'll leave. What's up with that attitude? This is a serious matter. Have you lost your mind? All right, I'm sorry. I will do as you say. I'll leave the house. Finally! You should have agreed with us from the beginning to make things easier. You're right. I won't show up in front of you guys ever again. Good. It looks like we're finally on the same page.
You better not come crying to us for money.
Hey! Why is everything gone from the house? The electronics, furniture, everything!
What did you do? You better explain yourself.
Oh, that? I donated them so I could get rid of the house.
What? What do you mean?
I'm selling the mansion.
You're what?
I knew that you two would keep bugging me if I kept the house, so I decided to sell it. Plus, I realized the house is too big for me to live in by myself.
That is not your decision to make. The mansion belongs to us.
No, it doesn't. I've told you many times now. The house is my property. What? Wait. Are you saying that the house property is under your name? Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you. By the way, it's not just the house, but the land as well. What? How's that even possible? How can someone like you afford such a big house? You're just a housewife. Well, actually, I started my business 7 years ago. I'm the CEO of Stacy Cosmetics. Fortunately, my business has been successful, and I was able to buy my dream house 3 years ago.
Stacy Cosmetics? I love their makeup. No way! You're lying. You're just pretending to be the CEO because you have the same name.
I'm not that immature to lie about this. I can show you my business card if you'd like.
Fine, whatever. I thought you relied on Nate's money the entire time.
I was making more money than Nate was. In fact, Nate was my employee. But since he had health issues, I wanted him to take his time to recover instead of working. I didn't know that. Why didn't you guys tell me? I can't believe Nate would hide something like that from us. When he talked about you two, he called you guys money hungry. If he had told you about my business, you guys would have asked for money. How dare he say such a thing behind our backs?
We're his family. He's supposed to be on our side. I can't believe any of this.
Family? You guys barely showed any respect at Nate's funeral. All you guys talked about was his inheritance. Nate was right. You guys only care about money. The way you guys treat your family is unbelievable to me. Oh, be quiet. You guys were being dishonest with us. We didn't do anything wrong here. It's not like we were close to begin with. You guys rarely came to visit or give us a call.
Whatever. Just don't sell the house.
It's too late. I've already signed the paperwork with my realtor. How dare you? If you want the house so much, would you like to buy it? I could give you a family discount. As if you could afford it.
Don't you mock us. You know we can't afford that.
Just give us the house for free. You know we're having a hard time losing a family member. Hard time? Oh, so now you're finally grieving. Even if I were to give it to you, you know there are donation taxes, which you probably can't afford.
Just give us back our home.
Sam, it was never yours to begin with. I bought it with my own money. You're the one who tried to take away my home in the first place. You guys better leave my property before you guys get arrested for trespassing.
What? I don't want that.
We've already sold our house since we were planning to move into the mansion. We have nowhere to go. Just rent an apartment or something. Or stay in a hotel until you find a new home. We don't have any money to do that. What about Nate's inheritance? You took his credit card too, didn't you? We used them. What? You used up all the money you inherited? I bought all these designer bags and clothes that I've always wanted. I wanted to treat myself and went shopping. You can't just spend all your money at once. You should have put it in your savings. I know, I made a big mistake. Please help us. Absolutely not. Maybe I should call the police to come and arrest you?
No, please don't.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if you leave or not because you'll be arrested either way.
What?
I'm pressing charges against you guys for document forgery.
What's that?
I know you forged Nate's will. Forging legal documents is a crime.
What?
The one you showed me the other day was fake, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Stop making up stories that will benefit you. Why would Nate leave a will to inherit the house to you guys when it's not even his property? Well, that's because you're the one making up excuses. Whatever you say wouldn't matter because I have proof that you forged the will. The handwriting on the document was completely different from Nate's. It was obvious. I had them tested out at the police department just in case, and they told me the handwriting didn't match. Ugh, Samantha! Did you put any effort? I should have hired someone else to do the job.
Mom, don't blame this on me. You told me to do it.
Can you guys fight somewhere else? I've told the police about what you two have done already. It's too late. No! That can't happen! I don't want to get arrested.
We just wanted to live in a big house and brag about it to everyone. Please don't let this happen.
It doesn't matter why you did it. You've committed a crime and there's no turning back. This is all a result of your greed for money and not listening to me.
I'm still young and I have a boyfriend. I can't let this ruin my life. Please spare me.
Samantha! You're not going to get out of this without me. I can't believe you try to leave me alone.
You're the one who said we get a huge inheritance from Nate. You brought this on me. This is all your fault, Mom.
It was your idea to write the will. Samantha should be arrested, not me. I can't listen to this. I told you already that if you're going to fight, do it somewhere else. Spend some time in prison, reflect on your behavior, and don't ever come near to me and my family. I don't want to get arrested. How old do you think I am? It's not like I have many years to live.
And I have a future that I don't want to lose. Look, I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Just spare us. Please.
Elizabeth and Samantha ended up getting arrested by the police. They were found guilty of their crimes and were put into prison. After 5 years, they were released from prison and now they are living in an old, small apartment. Since Elizabeth is already 70 years old, Samantha is the one working and taking care of all the finances. Samantha is working minimum wage, and I heard that they fight almost every day about money. Elizabeth once told me that money was everything. With all that they're dealing with, I wonder if she's changed her mind. On the other hand, I have inherited Nate's money. My mansion was sold to a nice couple, and I bought myself a new place in the city. My baby was born healthy, and I am living happily every day. I hope to become the best parent my child could ever have. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Hey, Marcel! This is kind of random, but do you want to do something for the long weekend? We could go somewhere to escape the rainy weather. Marcel? Rachel, sorry. I couldn't take a break from work, so I only saw your messages just now. There's a long weekend coming up? I forgot. There is. You really need to check your calendar more. We haven't gone on a vacation in so long, so we should go. A vacation just for the long weekend? Do you think that's in our budget? We haven't even planned for a vacation. Plane tickets cost a lot these days, you know? But we haven't gone anywhere fun at all lately. So let's go somewhere. Go big or go home. I have so many places I want to go. I'm trying to narrow it down to just one, but it's so hard to choose. I want to go to Paris, Italy, Greece, New Zealand, the Maldives, Hawaii, Japan, Guam, Thailand, Prague, Switzerland, Iceland. I can't decide. Rachel, I'm sorry, but there's just no way we can go to any of those places. What? Why? You haven't been taking me out at all lately. Not even for dinner. Surely we have enough money saved up due to your penny pinching. And you even said around this time last year that we should travel together again. Yeah, but I'm working that long weekend and I can't back out of it. My boss said I had to. Work is really busy lately. Lame. Why are they making you work on a long weekend? I should talk to your boss. Didn't you ask for the weekend off? Well, I would have, but there's this really important project that I haven't finished yet, so... And if I do a good job of it, my boss said he can give me a bonus. I had no choice but to say yes. I'm really sorry, Rachel. I know how much you wanted to travel. You've been talking about it a lot. Wow. So this means that you think work is more important than me? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm working hard for you. I don't want us to struggle financially. Ugh, there you go, talking about money again. It's all you ever talk about. You're so boring sometimes. You're always saying that we don't have any money, so you're working all the time. You keep saying that we have to save as much as we can and stay on budget. Ugh, I've had enough of it. You haven't been spending any money at all. It's time we actually spend some and go someplace. I told you I'm sorry. Lots of people save up money before they go on vacations. It takes a lot of time and careful planning. We can't just go on a whim. But there are a lot of reasons not to spend money, don't you think? I mean, costs just keep getting higher and higher. If I get this bonus, then we can go wherever you want. So can you just wait until then? I promise we'll go somewhere nice once we've saved up and planned it all out. And I'll take you to a nice restaurant, too. Nope! I can't wait. I want to go this long weekend. Claire said that her and Caleb are going to Guam. All my friends are going on a trip this long weekend. And Muriel and Josh are going to the Maldives. This is embarrassing for me. But you can't really help that your friends are going somewhere. That's about them, not us. Let's keep this about us, okay? This isn't just about you or just about your friends. This is about our finances and our future. Huh? Are you calling me selfish? Do you expect me to be happy to just stay at home all the time and never go out for food or anything just so we can save a few bucks? And while I'm doing that, all my friends go on nice vacations and brag about it in their stories? Isn't that pathetic? That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that we need to hold off on going on a trip for this long weekend. That's all. Can you please just wait? Ugh, enough. I hate when men are this stingy. Ugh, I should have married a rich man. What was I thinking when I married you? You don't need to come home tonight. Wow, why are you getting so mad about me? Are you being a bit dramatic? And I'm not being stingy, I'm being thrifty. There's a difference. We've saved $1,000 every month thanks to my saving tricks. You're the one who started this. Whatever, you don't understand. Let's both just cool our heads a bit before we talk about this. Rachel! What are these divorce papers all about? I stayed in a cheap motel last night and I saw these papers in the living room when I got home. Oh, I see you found them. I put them there. It's just as you think. I want a divorce. I like someone else now. I met him at Claire's going away party. What? Is this some sort of prank or something? It's not a joke. I'm serious. I've met someone else. I'm disgusted with you and your treatment of me. I want a divorce. You prioritized your work over me and wouldn't even take me on dates anymore since you're so preoccupied with saving money. And you didn't take me on a vacation last long weekend, which is proof that you just don't care about me anymore. You didn't even take the weekend off for me. And my last birthday present was just from a thrift store. And by the way, you're not even good at saving money. Huh? Since when do you know about saving money? I know a lot more than you think. You're the kind of guy who stops trying once he gets the girl. You haven't been putting any effort into our relationship since you keep putting effort into work instead. You can't get away with that. I don't need some deadbeat like you. I'm making a new start with a guy who is nicer and has more money than you. So, bye-bye. Wait, hold on, Rachel. How long has this been going on? Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? I'm not going to listen to you, so just get over this on your own. I'm sure saving more money will make you feel better. Goodbye, Marcel. Marcel! Why can't I use my credit card? It keeps saying transaction canceled or something. I don't get it. I really need it, you know. There's no way you can use it. You've maxed it out. Isn't it obvious that your spending habits would do this? What are you saying? Don't you understand what this means for me? If I can't use my credit card, then I can't buy anything or pay for my move or anything. I found a better apartment in Manhattan. But why are you using our old credit card anyway? And do you really think you can afford the rent in Manhattan of all places? You left me since you wanted a divorce, didn't you? Oh, come on, that was just a joke. Since you kept neglecting me, I had to get you to notice. I just wanted you to think about it and change. You joked about getting a divorce? Do you know how crazy that sounds? And what do you mean by change? I mean, you would always complain about not having money and that you were so busy. I got so sick of it. I wanted you to realize what you were doing. Aren't you missing the point here? I'm the one who's been working hard and saving money when you haven't. So, who do you think needs to change? Also, aren't you on vacation right now? Looks like you're having a great time in Hawaii. Wow, it shows that you even spend $1,500 in one day. What are you doing over there? Oh my god. It's only been a week and you've already spent so much. Using someone else's credit card for something like this is just unbelievable. Well, this is all because you wouldn't take me on a vacation. Whatever, let's get back to the point. Hurry up and let me use the credit card. I don't want any more embarrassment when I try to buy something here. If I can't use the card, then I can't even get home. And I barely have any money on me. Does this mean you're okay with me just not coming home? Nope, that's a big no can do. Why do I have to let you use my money? Because you're my husband! But I'm actually not. Have you forgotten that we got divorced? No, we haven't. What are you saying? I handed in those divorce papers the day after you left. We aren't married anymore. What? You turned them in? Why would you do that? Are you crazy? You told me you wanted me to divorce you. And to be honest, I was getting sick of it all. I've been working myself to death just for you and your parents. And then you stabbed me in the back. Oh, come on. I didn't stab you in the back. Stop being so dramatic. And why are you talking about my parents? There's no way you forgot. About a year ago, your dad asked me to give him a loan to help his business. And you were there and agreed to it, don't you remember? I gave him $5,000 the first month. Then every month he wanted more. That's why we couldn't spend much money on travel or anything. I told all of this to you and you said you understood. How could you forget something like that? Oh, I think I kinda remember. When you were asking to go on vacation last long weekend, I told you that there was no way we could. And yet you still didn't bring this up. You forgot, didn't you? No matter what excuse you give, I know it's because you didn't want to blame your dad for all of this. You could never admit that we don't have much money because of all your shopping sprees. I had a lot of things to say to you, but I bit my tongue. You said that I didn't earn much money, and that I was stingy and a deadbeat for saving money and not taking you on a vacation. Wait. I did really just forget. And I didn't mean all of that. You forgot? But you told me that you liked someone else and wanted a divorce. You even left with the divorce papers on the living room table. And then you used my credit card for your own vacation. And got mad at me when you maxed it out. You really called me a stingy deadbeat, too. Unbelievable. Who do you think you are, Princess Rachel? You've got this all wrong. I'm sorry. I really just forgot. I don't think this is something you can just fix with a sorry. All of this is your fault. I said that we couldn't go and that we needed to save money and that I was busy with work. And yet you still went ahead and used my credit card. This all happened because I gave you my hard-earned money and kept supporting our failing relationship. And you complained a lot about how I was helping out your family. You knew I was supporting your dad's business this whole time. I'm sorry. I really just forgot all about it. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. Can we just go back to the way we were? I didn't mean all those things I said. You don't need to keep apologizing. I already signed and sent in the divorce papers. All your stuff is at your parents' place. And I've already moved out and took care of all the odds and ends. Oh, and also, I talked to your dad about the money I've been lending him, and we've got it all figured out. Hold on. You shouldn't have sent in the divorce papers. I don't want to get divorced. I'm telling you, I've already finished the whole divorce process. Yes, but it's all invalid since I don't want to get a divorce. Even though you signed the divorce papers, you're the one who gave those to me. There's no way anyone will believe that you didn't want to. And the papers have been received and our assets have been split up. We're already strangers. Wait, can you please just forgive me? I don't want us to be strangers. But I'm telling you that we've already divorced. I'm not going to accept your apology. It's over. Can you please just pay our last month's rent? The landlord keeps emailing me about it, No! Wait, I don't have any other credit cards. I can't pay the rent. Can't we just talk things out? Please, just come here. I can't get home since I can't use my credit card. Wow, just how shameless are you? You really think I'm going to bail you out of your Hawaii vacation? I don't have time for this. You said that you found someone else anyway, so why don't you just ask him to help? And you said that he's nicer than me and more worthy of your time, right? But there's actually no one. I made that all up to make you jealous. So please just forgive me. I promise I won't do this again. Wow, you lied to me about meeting someone else? Don't you know how much that hurt me? I've already told you how I feel. I don't really care about your feelings now. Take care, Rachel. I hope you learn from this. After that, I blocked Rachel's number and all my social media accounts. As for her, she had to ask her parents to go and get her. I got a phone call from her mother. She kept apologizing for everything that Rachel did. After that, her father told me that he kicked Rachel out of the house and told her to go back to our old apartment. And of course, the landlord was mad at her for not paying the rent and said that he won't give a reference for when she applies to other apartments. She was so shocked she had a mental breakdown. She was in denial, and she even came to my office and told them she was my wife with a big smile on her face as if she wanted to drop off my lunch or something. The receptionist refused to let her in, so Rachel got so mad she slapped her. The security guards de-escalated the situation and took her to the police station. Yet again, her parents had to go get her, and apparently she lives with her aunt and uncle now. She had to apologize to her parents and beg for forgiveness. She was such a bad daughter. I'm surprised they forgave her. I'm going to take some time to reflect on my relationship with Rachel before I start dating again. At the very least, I never want to cause trouble for my parents like she did. At the end of all of this, I think I'm a much better person, and I'm glad I did the right thing. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, comment, and subscribe.